Welcome to this year's presentation for course selection for the class of 2024, our rising sophomores. Before we get started, I'd just like to stress the importance of course selection for this upcoming school year. Things to remember is always balance, balance, balance. You'll hear that from all of our counselors. We want to make sure that you are taking the courses that are best suited for you. Most of you have had conversations with your teachers, so hopefully you know the sequence that you'll be following for your core classes as well as the electives that you're enrolled in currently. Things to remember are making sure that you're chipping away with your graduation requirements and taking courses that are going to best suit you for the future. As we get started, the first thing to do when we input our courses for course selection is to log into our PowerSchool Student Account. The best way to get there is if you go to glenbard.org, and then down here on the left-hand side, you can see where we're going to log into our PowerSchool Student Account. Your credentials are going to be something that was emailed to you, and you should have a yellow picture of it in your photos. It is one of the first things that was ever sent to you on your iPad. So remember, you're going to be logging into the PowerSchool student side on a web browser, not the app. So you will use your username and your password that was sent to you. Once you log into PowerSchool, this will be the main screen that you see first. As you can see where the big red arrow is over here, we're going to select the class registration page. Once we open up the class registration page, this is the page we will see. So, like we talked about, balance is key. Keep that in mind as you're selecting your courses. Next, you have access to our Enrollment Handbook as well as our flowchart. So Enrollment Handbook is going to be electronic. You can actually see every single course description that we have offered here at West. You can actually look and see the prerequisites that you may need in order to take those classes. The next thing we have is our flowchart. Our flowchart I will actually present to you on the next page, which is going to be all the core classes that we have and where the class you will take next in line, all right, after you have that prerequisite that you're currently enrolled in. Here's our flowchart. So just remember, up at the top, you're going to have all your English, your math is in red, science is in green, and your social studies is down here in the blue. When in doubt, you can always refer back to the flowchart. Back to our page where we will actually input our courses. Helpful tip. For year-long courses, you need to choose both first and second semester. Keep in mind that as we choose our courses, if it's a year-long course, you need to input it twice, one for first semester, one for second semester. The deadline to change any of these courses will be April 30th. Remember, you will be meeting with your counselor one-on-one to finalize these courses. So as you can see, for English, we have 2 classes selected. Though it's the same class, one is semester 1, the other is semester 2. Same with math, same with science, as well as social studies. As you scroll down your course selection page, you're going to be able to see that you're going to need to input lunch, your PE courses, and any sort of electives that you want to take. So remember, for lunch, the only students who will not select the lunch period are any students in band or orchestra, as well as our baritone choir students. Everyone else will need to select lunches. So you will need 2 lunches for the entire school year. Once you get done inputting all of your courses, our magic number over here on the left-hand side is going to be 16. We want to see 16 requests. 16 request courses, because we want to have 16 divided by 2 gives us our 8 periods throughout the school day. Down here you can see total credits requested. You're going to have a total of 7. Total of 7 credits. The only time you will not have 16 is, like we stated, if you are in band, orchestra, baritone choir, you're only going to have 14. And those students who elect to take 0-hour PE, they will have 18 total credits. They take it both semesters because they are opening up space throughout their school day. Here's our enrollment schedules for each class. So down here at the bottom, we're going to kick it off with our juniors. So juniors will be meeting with their counselors on the week of January 11th. And then our rising sophomores will be meeting with the counselors the week of January 19th. And then we'll wrap things up with our rising juniors the week of January 25th. So when in doubt, you can pull this up. You can make sure you know when you're going to be meeting with your counselor. If you do not want to use the Enrollment Handbook, which I suggest, you can always use this sheet as well. This is going to be every single course that we offer here at Glenbard West for this upcoming school year. So when in doubt, you can find the subject area that you're looking for, and you can see every single course that is offered here at West. Last but certainly not least, when you have questions, make sure to email your counselors. That is why we are here. We are here to help in any way that we can. We look forward to seeing everybody whenever we get back from winter break.